the night the most feared mafia boss in the city heard. His twin children, screaming in unbearable pain. He thought he was losing the only thing in the world he truly loved. The mansion that had once been filled with power, fear, and silence suddenly became a place of desperation. Doctors came and went, expensive treatments failed, and every person around him had an explanation except an answer. But the truth was hidden in the one place. Nobody thought to look. Inside a simple old teddy, bear held tightly by two innocent children. Before we begin this emotional journey, if you believe that kindness, compassion, and second chances can change lives, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories. Marco Vieri was known across the city as a man nobody dared to challenge. His name alone could silence a room. He had built an empire through fear, loyalty, and years of ruthless decisions. People saw him as a cold mafia boss who had no emotions, no weaknesses, and no mercy. But behind the walls of his enormous mansion was a father who would give everything to protect his 6-year-old twins, Luca and Sofia. The twins were the only pieces of innocence left in Marco's complicated life. Their mother had passed away years earlier, leaving him with a pain he never showed to the world. After her death, he became even more distant, burying his emotions beneath his powerful image. Yet every night he would secretly walk into his children's room, watch them sleep, and remind himself that they were the reason he still had a heart. Everything changed when the twins suddenly became sick. At first, everyone thought it was a simple illness. But within days, their condition became frightening. They cried in pain, struggled to sleep, and grew weaker despite the best doctors money could find. The mansion turned into a place of fear. Expensive machines filled the rooms. Specialists traveled from different countries, and Marco spent endless nights sitting beside his children's beds, feeling helpless for the first time in his life. Among all the wealthy doctors and loyal workers in the mansion, there was one person almost everyone ignored. Her name was Elena, a young maid who had recently started working there. She came from a difficult past and accepted the job because she needed money to care for her sick grandmother. Unlike others who feared Marco, Elena noticed the sadness behind his anger and the loneliness behind his power. While cleaning the children's room one evening, Elena noticed something unusual. The twins always kept an old teddy bear between them. It was worn out, with faded fur and a small tear near its side. The children refused to sleep without it, and everyone assumed it was simply a favorite toy from their mother. But Elena noticed something strange. Whenever the twins hugged the teddy bear, their pain seemed to become worse. She quietly shared her concern, but nobody listened. The guards thought she was just a maid trying to interfere. The doctors believed they had already examined everything, but Elena could not ignore what her heart was telling her. She remembered how her grandmother always taught her that small details often revealed the biggest truths. Late that night, while the mansion was silent, Elena returned to the children's room. She picked up the teddy bear carefully and examined every inch of it. Her hands trembled when she felt something hard hidden inside. With tears in her eyes, she made a decision that could cost her job or even her life. She carefully opened the teddy bear's damaged seam and discovered something hidden deep inside. What she found shocked her completely. Inside the teddy bear was a small object wrapped tightly in plastic. It was not a toy part or a piece of stuffing. It was something deliberately placed there. Elena immediately realized that the children had not become sick by accident. Someone had used their most trusted possession to hide the truth. When Marco arrived and saw the opened teddy bear in Elena's hands, his first reaction was anger. But then he saw the fear in her eyes and the evidence she had uncovered. For the first time in years, the powerful mafia boss listened instead of threatening. He allowed Elena to explain everything, and slowly the pieces began to connect. The investigation revealed a heartbreaking betrayal from someone close to the family. A person trusted by Marco had secretly planned to weaken him by hurting the only people he loved. The teddy bear, once a symbol of comfort, had been turned into a weapon against innocent children. Because of Elena's courage, the twins finally received the proper treatment they needed. Days passed, and slowly their smiles returned. The sound of their laughter once again filled the mansion that had been surrounded by fear and sadness. Marco changed after that moment. He had spent years believing that power was the only way to survive, but a young maid with a kind heart showed him something money could never buy. She showed him that humanity, courage, and compassion were the strongest forces in the world. Elena was no longer just a maid in the mansion. She became someone the entire family respected. Marco helped her grandmother receive the care she needed, but more importantly, he gave Elena the appreciation she had spent her whole life searching for. The twins never forgot the woman who saved them. Every year, they kept that old teddy bear as a reminder that sometimes the smallest act of kindness can uncover the greatest truth. If this story touched your heart and reminded you that one brave person can make a difference, please like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring more emotional stories of hope and kindness to people around the world. Before the story ends, comment the word kindness below if you believe that compassion can change even the darkest hearts. Because sometimes, the person everyone overlooks is the one who brings the greatest light into someone's life.